Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about a cruise staff or a cruise staff member and give you a little, perhaps a different perspective on things that may change the way you look at the staff members on a cruise ship. So let's talk about that right after this. So I know on average, most of us when we're on a cruise ship, we see the wait staff, the bartending staff, the guest relations at the desk. We see cruise activity facilities and people running around on the entertainment directory and all this sort of things. We just kind of gather it all in and kind of put everybody in one lump sum as the cruise staff and treat them all accordingly, and most of us treat them very, very nicely. And you often hear stories about the odd guest passenger who gets very angry and upset with a crew member, whether warranted or not. Chances are usually not, because it's usually not the actual staff member's fault. It's a policy or something happened and it's out of their control, but they're going to take the brunt of whatever the argument is. But I wanted to take a quick talk about the crew members themselves. Many of these crew members are on these ships for months and months and months at a time, sometimes 7 to 8 months at a time, working 7 days a week on all kinds of hours. They seem to never really be off call. They're on some of these cruises, and they do their best, and they're trying to always be smiling and be polite and be happy so you can have the best experience possible. And just as an example, picture yourself being away from your family for 7 to 8 months, not because you love traveling and doing these sort of things, but because this job pays better and you can send money to your family to help support your family. So that's one thing. Now picture you're away from your family on the third month of an 8-month trip, and you heard that there's an earthquake in your country where people have died and have gone missing, and you can't reach your family. How crazy would that drive you in the middle of the ocean? And how would that affect your atmosphere, like your personality when you're talking to people and dealing with people? We just had an earthquake last week. How many crew members out there are wondering how their families are on those cruises from last week? So, I think that if you see a crew member that seems a little down, it might be something happening at home, it might be something happening in the world that is affecting them that day. On average, they continue to smile and continue to be polite and they do their best. But you can imagine the pressures that some of this can cause on a person's state. So before you go, oh, they're just, that wasn't, they didn't have a big smile on their face. What kind of crew member is that? Well, just take into consideration what might be going on. I don't think I would like to be in that situation at all. I would want to know where my family is, and I wouldn't want to leave my family for that amount of time. But some people have no choice because this helps their family by being away and helps support their family. So the next time that you're on a cruise ship and you see somebody, before you complain about them to somebody, just perhaps think, give them a second chance. Give them a second chance the next day. If they're belittling you or something like that, that's a totally different story. But if they just come over and they drop a glass down there and say, you're welcome, and just walk away, as opposed to striking up a conversation, even though you were trying to strike up a conversation, they might be going through something. So take that all into consideration. Crew members work really, really hard on a cruise ship. And it doesn't matter where you are on the cruise ship. Half the people on a cruise ship working for you and your enjoyment of the cruise, you never even see. They're down below decks. They're shuffling materials to the kitchens and to the cleaning staffs and the people in the laundries, the printing staff on board, printing out your daily compass that shows you all the different activities that's happening. All these things run like a well-oiled machine, and you never see it happen. But some people, you never know what a thank you and have a great day to a crew member can mean. Way more than them saying have a good day to you. Because you're going to have a good day. You're on a cruise and you're on vacation. They're working. That little thank you and show of kindness and happiness to them can make all the difference in a horrible situation for them. So I hope next time you're on a cruise, you take the time to say thank you to your staff members. I'm sure most of you do. And before you decide to launch into an angry tirade at somebody, maybe give them a little bit of break, calm yourself down, and then have the discussion. Because chances are it's not their fault anyway. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope if you're a crew member out there that all your families are safe from last week's earthquake, and you hear good news from home soon. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, please hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.